What up? This is your boy, Boy.
Have on stage, yeah.
And this is another installment of Started Off to the Back. Right, listen, right, ow, and right, listen, ow, right. Jesus, what are you doing? Oh, 3D head.
I know my head is big, like I'm well aware. I got to carry it around everywhere. My neck be tired. I can't do this. When people watch movies like this, I can't do that. I'll sprain my wrist. But Zoom, when I lean forward, that's a meaty noggin.
Yeah, bruh. New nickname alert, headquarters. So yes, man, we over here. Let's get right into it, man. I just want to get straight into this because you text me this. But before we start, we have to give a shout out to the Right Pack. They are getting this content early. Normally they get to go live, but YouTube is having some issues. But they get content early, and for low as $5 a month, you can join the growing community. You get Patreon-only exclusive content like Slept On with me, Joshy, the Gandhi tapes, the Love Hour After Dark, and a host of other things. We go live all the time. We be having fun. So go to KevOnStageStudios.com and join the community.
I was trying to make it in different ways, but I just
now you text this to me, so I want you to kind of hop in the driver's seat on this and kind of explain this to me. Apparently,
hopping in the driver's seat. Saw this tweet on journalism, Friends of Journalism on Twitter, and this whole conversation was happening maybe a day or two ago. And it says the term Karen is being used as a sexist and racial slur. Considering this is an equivalent of the N-word for white women, should it be banned on Twitter? If no, explain.
What? Wait.
You remember where Karen came from?
No.
It came from, if I'm not mistaken, it came from that Saturday Night Live sketch with Chadwick Boseman. And it was like, who put raisins in the potato salad? Karen put raisins in the potato salad. I think that's where it came from. And then everybody was like, yeah, Karen.
So that just became like the slur for white women that couldn't cook?
The quintessential term for white women. You know the white women we're talking about.
Okay.
It's all white women, but it's that white women that Karen makes sense for, right?
Right. The woman that would put raisins in a potato salad.
Exactly. And call the police on you for having a party too loud and, and do various things. If her name was Karen, you wouldn't be surprised.
Right, got you.
So, again, for white people watching, not all white people, but which white people.
Right?
Or at least we know which white people. So, in peak white womanness, playing the victim, is that available? It is now. That's a racial slur to me on the level of the N-word. It's the N-word. Everything, all roads lead back to the N-word.
I swear it is just a fascination, and people I feel like if we just let the word be said, that would end all debates about everything. If we let everybody just go ahead and say the N-word. This is ridiculous. I don't feel like Karen is in any of the ballpark league, not even the same game as the N-word. No.
The fact that
shut up.
Got a year, maybe.
Bruh.
It's never been discriminatory. It's never been come on.
Discriminatory for Karen? No. Shut up. Not at all. I can't buy into it at all, and I can't really imagine a scenario where white women are really sitting there mad, like, he called me a Karen. Like, really?
I want a white woman to release an album called Karens with Attitude.
You ain't never met a Karen like me. I'm gonna be a Karen to the day that I die.
Hard made the one to fire me. Karen's in Paris. Karen's in Paris. Karens be in Paris.
Karens do be in Paris. That can work. What if that caught on? Do you think that could catch on slang-wise like the N-word has?
What do you mean? Where white women are rapping about it? And then
what up, Karen?
We created Karen as a bad name, and now we're going to be Joe Exotic. Then what is this country going to when we can't say Karen? We created Karen. We're the ones that made the joke Karen. Now it's racial.
What do you mean?
I see Karens calling Karens each other Karen all the time. If they can do it, why can't we?
That's just such an odd thing. And I actually had to do the research on it to put the docket together. People were really up in arms about the whole Karen fiasco.
Up in arms. I thought it was a joke at first. Like when I saw it on Twitter, I was like, oh, that's funny. Like, and then I was like looking, I was like, oh no, they're serious.
So do you feel like now, since people have made it a thing, is it disrespectful to call a white woman Karen now? Like if you're joking, if it's not her name?
Well, the funny thing is, I don't.
If it is, I'm about to be harassing all the white women. I'll be like, what up, Karen? They'll be like, stop it. Shut up, Karen.
Can you imagine when we get to go back outside and somebody cuts you off and you're like, Karen! Karen! Go back to your country, Karen!
Go back to Europe, Karen.
Oh, man.
Bro.
The funny thing is, I don't even think people were like using it in real life. I think people were only saying it online. You know what I mean? As like a joke. I didn't see anybody getting beat up and being called a Karen.
People be getting.
My name is Molly.
Stop Molly. Karen. This is. I understand. The fact that it's even being compared to the N-word is just stupid.
The crazy thing is, white people made up the N-word, and then we was like, y'all can't say that. It was like, we invented this. We called it that. How you gonna take it from us? We were the first ones to say it. What you talking? It's our word. We called you that. How is that our thing?
That is hilarious. They did create the word as an insult, gave it to us. We flip it, make it cool, and they say y'all can say it no more.
Absolutely.
I ain't mad at that. But now, man, I think that I think it's ridiculous. I don't think it's on the same level as a racial slur. And white women, calm down.
Sorry, I was looking out the window. I saw somebody pull up, and then I realized it was just Postmates, and I was like, "Oh, it's you."
I bet they are. They are not in a drought because of you.
Oh, the crazy thing is, bro, the restaurants available is way lower than normal.
It's starting to.
Did you hear that AMC might not open back the movie theaters?
Wait, what?
Let me tell you why this is sad. A lot of businesses might not come back. AMC was apparently in a whole bunch of debt, and Melissa sent me this article that said that they were already like in trouble financially, and this closure of them, you know, they might not open back up. And I was like, I have like 300 points. I've been saving. Like, I like to save all my points and then go crazy. And
what can you get for 300 points?
You can get AMC? Like $100 worth of snacks.
And you might have to leave all that up. And that's what crossed your mind when you found out AMC may never open again. That 300 points.
The first thought was like, I should have bought premium snacks. I get the whole thing. Like, I like to see the people's face when they're like, "Oh man, you got a lot of points. Would you like to use them?" And I'd be like, I'm saving them for another time. And then I use them all and go back to zero.
When you think about it, though, do you feel like movie theaters are going to be able to survive after it's all said and done?
Let me tell you what I honestly think about. Because the DC Improv, I heard the DC Improv might not open back, and it's been around for a whole bunch of time. I got a show scheduled there. Liz, the food's here.
You gonna make sure that somebody know about that food. Hey, it's here though. You feel me?
I ain't hear no front door open.
What you order anyway?
I don't know, but let's order breakfast. It was brisket hash browns. But here's the one thing that I can say for sure, right? We will be looking at a different world in a lot of ways. You talked about this a couple episodes in college. I think, like, for one, right, we used to do Zoom. We wanted to do Zoom for ASCA, right, which we do the full episodes on Patreon. And the audience is like, I don't like it. But now you have been, if you consume a lot of content, you've been used to seeing Zoom. So it might not be as unfamiliar, right? So we're about to move. I went to the UPS or the U-Haul store.
How is that going to work? When are you going to move? You're moving soon?
Yeah, we're moving the next week or so.
How does that work with social distancing?
So what happens is the movers, they're all masked up, you know, mask and gloves, and you don't get within 6 feet of them. Like, I'm going to come in the house. I mean, hey, man, stuff's over there. Right? So when I went to get the U-Haul, they had the little debit pad. They had put an extension cord, so it was 6 feet away from the person.
Okay.
Right. So stuff like, and also at the grocery store we went one time. You know the plexiglass they have at like the bank and like hood chicken shacks. They had that at the in front of the grocery store thing. Right.
Oh, it's just different when you go outside now, man.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a lot of businesses that don't open back up in a variety of things. People are, like would have been working one job before, and similar to September 11th, where a whole bunch of regulations and stuff happen. I think eventually we'll get back to normal as far as events go, but I don't think it'll be.
How far out do you think, if you had to estimate, just your best betting man's?
Think about what specifically?
Like live events, sporting events.
Here's the thing: I feel like things will get to normal once a vaccine happens, the peak goes down. Once we understand the disease, then I feel like people will be like, all right, here's what you can do. You get a flu shot, you do, you know what I'm saying? Like measles, mumps, rubella, like they all were pandemics. I was looking at this graph about pandemics in the history of Earth.
Man.
Black death, the bubonic plague.
Spanish flu, bro. You can
No. Spanish flu was nothing to the bubonic plague.
When was that?
This was back in the day. This was big death. Hold on.
So I'm not the only person that's been going down rabbit holes on YouTube.
Absolutely not. I think we have the benefit, or not the benefit. We have the fear, and we have the time.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Okay, so it says the Black Death killed 50 million people, and it was 25 to 60% of the European population.
And what year was that? When did that happen?
This happened in 1988.
That was in 88? No, there's no way I would have heard about that. Shut up, you idiot. I'm like, I know I'll be asleep, but I won't be that sleep. Jeez. When did it really happen?
I think
in 1800?
Hold on, let me find it. I think it was earlier than that. Where's the date? 88. I was
here.
Hold on, though. I'm sorry. I think it was 13 something. Yeah, 1347 to 1353.
Hey, that wasn't even that long.
6 years.
50 mil?
50 mil. Box office. We out here.
No, I wanted to. Oh, go ahead. What were you going to say?
Go ahead.
I want to ask you a question. This is a total curveball. It was not on the docket or anything. But I want to take you back to a humble time, and maybe you can speak to current Doughboy and help me. Humble time for you. When did you really make your first YouTube video in like when you started your? Because
my old voice ain't cracking off like you.
Listen, man, it takes a lot.
What are you? What are you expecting the first thing to be?
I don't know, but listen, there is something definitely a lot more difficult about building your fan base. When you think something hot, you come up with a hot 40 views, and you just sit there like, How did you keep yourself?
It's gonna happen to you.
I have my ability to keep my eyes focused on goals when they're not going the right way is difficult. So I'm just trying to find a way. What did you tell yourself when you
video? How to Listen to Women right now, 8 years ago, has 8,000 views. December 24th, 2011 is the first YouTube video I ever posted. Now, mind you,
it only has 8,000?
It has 8,000. And that 8,000 now is because people go back and say, oh, I want to see what his first videos were. That's not like.
So that's when you started your journey of daily videos and creating.
Well, at that time, it was, I think I was going for 3 a week, I believe. My initial plan was just to make them. Then once I started, I was 3 a week. And then it became 8, or it became daily.
So I guess my question that I'm asking, because we both know, like, I know how to do videos. I know how to go viral, whatever. What I'm asking you is, how do you stay mentally tough when that needle's not moving? Especially because you had some success.
Go too far by Doughboy.
Huh?
19 hours ago, 323 views. My Own Voice, Volume 1, 509. Father and daughter listen, Mike Todd, and you have the unfortunate issue. You have the same problem I have. When I started the Playmakers videos, every video was getting 1 million views.
So you know about what I'm dealing with right now. So you have Playmakers, but then you got your own thing.
1 million views on Playmakers, 72 views on Kev on Stage.
How did you muscle through that?
There was a couple things.
Okay.
One, the main reason I did the Kev on Stage page is because I was like, I don't want to just only talk about church stuff. Like, I don't even do that in my stand-up. Like, there's so much more in the world to talk about it. And I don't want to only have to be able to do videos when I meet up with Jay and Ant. Like, I want to be able to be like, oh, this is funny, this is trending, right? Mm-hmm. Now, mind you, though, this took years.
You're still in Seattle at this time in 2012.
In Seattle I didn't surpass the Playmakers in views, any of that for years. Let me see what the Playmakers. Let me just give you some.
This is the game I need, man. Because I think it takes mentally tough, not even necessarily talent. You got to be mentally tough to keep showing up.
Absolutely. It takes mental toughness. Now, let me tell you what Playmakers were doing when I was making those videos with 72 views. 1.3 million views, 2.5 million views, 521,000 views, 119, 419, 45K. Then Zay, mind you, 3 months into this, then Zay pops in. He got millions. He has 237 on the Playmakers page. I had to delete the one off of my page that had millions, right? Let me see which other ones. Pray to See, 153. How to Work an Altar in a Black Church, 414. Now, mind you, this is before Facebook.
Right. So this is before Facebook kicks off. This is just you guys finding a pocket and being successful.
Yes. Okay. This is us finding a pocket and being successful and waiting, right? Mm-hmm. And then it was also watching, like, I just was like, well, I'm gonna keep on going, keep on believing, don't stop believing. But the thing is, I wasn't committed to the views. I was committed to the process. This is what Mike Todd said about weight loss. I can't apply it there, but I could apply it to videos. My goal wasn't to get millions of views. I wasn't thinking like that. I was like, okay, let me get a video for Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, every week. Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm looking at the views. I'm recognizing first couple of months, they wouldn't even crack 100.
And you still did it. I got so much respect for you for doing that because it's hard.
It is really hard for you too because you get in your own head.
It's a mess.
What did you think was going to happen?
2 million.
Here's the other thing. Like, Playmakers at that time, Facebook didn't have video, Instagram didn't have video, Twitter, literally, it was only YouTube, right? So that amount of views, viral wasn't like, for us, nobody had gone viral in the church community about church topics like that ever.
Right.
Like, nobody had went that crazy. So seeing those numbers and then going back to my own page, when I flipped that over to my page, and it was like, so I had to do that for years, and I just was like, bro, I'm gonna keep.
So you just were committed to the process of however many.
It's never going to happen if you stop.
Okay.
It'll never happen if you stop. Tahir got word.
There's 30,000. I just looked. He's killing it.
And Tahir started. Here's a little cliche, but it's really true for you. Where would you be if you finished the last time you stopped?
Wow.
I think about that with weight loss all the time.
Yeah, one more time for the people in the back that didn't hear it.
Where would you be if you finished the last time you stopped? Because you wanted to start your YouTube page a year ago, and a year ago, and a year ago.
Bro, and it's
you always start and stop. The same thing I do with weight loss. So it's not unusual to me. It's just the same thing happening. You're still going to have Righteous and Ratchet going to have more views until you decide I'm going to do my own voice and grow my audience. And I'm going to continue to do it no matter what the numbers are.
So it's just about locking in and saying, I'm committed to the process, not the results.
Yes. And that's what a lot of things in life, because you get to the views, because you're going, bro, the Popeyes video on Kev on Stage Studios jumped up, right? Mm-hmm. And then the rest of those videos we posted right back to normal. It was like, we checked those out. We got new subscribers. We got all that. But with everything, like after a while, that wanes. Like you got to keep going and keep going and keep going. If you don't, you won't have the success you want.
Thank you,
Melissa's doing the same thing. Melissa building up her YouTube page, like, and she got to do it in knowing I am who I am, and she's like, I'm committed to doing my videos. She got about 30,000 subscribers. We just did husband does my makeup, video with her, almost 40K. But then her home decor haul stuff, she's really into interior decorating and stuff. That has 8,000 views, and she's still. So then the Love Hour with Tahir and them got 70,000. And then she put up a home decor video that got 3,000. Then she put up a couple yoga challenge with me and her, which is super funny. You should check that out.
Tony was telling me about that.
13,000. But you got to do what you
it's just consistency.
And you will find your audience, people who want to hear you talk. The biggest Doughboy fans will be like, oh, man, here's my own voice. I don't have to listen to Kev. Because there's people who want to listen to you and not me. Like, Kev be interrupting Doughboy too much. You know how many people have been saying that? I'm like, man, I really be interrupting people. I need to shut my fat mouth. But Zoom makes it a little harder because you can't fill the room. Like, it was already an issue for me, but Zoom makes it even harder because you can't tell when somebody's about to talk.
But I think it makes you more cognizant of what's going on, though, because you're like waiting.
Yeah. So,
thank you for giving me that game, man. I needed that because you're right. I do get in my heads. I'm very, very sensitive, and you're right. Like, I'll never know if I don't stop.
There I go interrupting people. No, that's me. That was you. That was me interrupting you. I was just saying, I saw you posted my own voice on your Instagram. I was like, oh, there he goes. But then I didn't know you saw the views and was like, never mind.
Well, no, it's just because then also I like I'll put up a video talking about I almost relapsed. 25,000 views, 400 comments. Great. All right, now let me tell you about this funny thing I thought about. 13 views, -6 comments. How do I get -6? People wrote things and then erased them. So I'm just trying to find a balance because I do know that I like to talk and I like to do music, but I also like to, do numbers. So that was really encouraging with what you said.
You got to be addicted to the process and not the result. Same thing with weight loss. You want to get to 225. I know you've been working hard. You're closing in, but actually you were weighing yourself every day.
Yeah, I'm staying.
But you also were eating right, working out, like you were accountable to every part of the process. You weren't like,
yeah, the world wasn't shut down. I could go to the gym. Now it's like, I got to eat cake. What else am I supposed to do?
My workouts, I just can't get the same intensity without the gym. And the trail was even harder than the gym. Then they closed that. So I'd be walking. Well, it's just not the same. What were you saying?
So we got a couple other things on here that we can do. We still have some time. What do you think? I'm gonna just call the audible. Which one did you feel stronger about? The Black Movie Battle, the quarantine? We still got Tracy Morgan. People are coming for him on Twitter.
Oh, the Black Movie Battle.
Black Movie Battle seemed really fun.
That was 16 movies, right?
16 movies. The Sweet 16 of Black movies.
Yeah, let's do that. Send me the image. Can you text it to me?
It's in the docket.
Oh, okay.
This could be fun.
Oh, you didn't. You emailed me the docket. I forgot. All right, let's pull it up. Here we go.
I also after that, I want to talk about Waka Flocka claiming that cheating on his wife made her a better person.
Made her a better person? Okay. Black Movie Battle. What
is going on to here?
Get out of here. Start top left. Make sure to email this to Josh so he can put it in too.
Okay, hold on one second.
All right, top left, number 1 seed versus number 8 seed. And I'm going to tell you, I haven't looked in detail. I'm going to do the movies I like, not what the culture says I should pick. So feel how you feel. I'm going to do the movies I love. And if you don't like it, eat warm potato salad. All right. Top left is Do the Right Thing versus The 5 Heartbeats.
And luckily, I just recently saw – no, I seen Do the Right Thing. I just recently saw School Days. My bad. I seen Do the Right Thing a long time ago. Okay. This one's pretty easy for me.
All right.
I would never get rid of 5 Heartbeats for Do the Right Thing. I like Do the Right Thing. I think it was a socially conscious movie. It was pretty woke. I liked it. It wasn't a bad film. It definitely was a great black film, but Five Heartbeats, I mean, come on.
I'm with you there. No contest. Five Heartbeats, because a heart is just a house for love.
Oh, love. And I've learned
that it don't break it. Everybody sang like, oh, Eddie Kane. No contest. I like Do the Right Thing. I think that's actually one of my favorite Spike movies, especially from his Spike Lee joint early era. It's amazing. But Five Heartbeats, I've seen a gazillion times. Okay, so next we have Harlem Nights and Dead Presidents.
Okay, so we're doing the whole left side first?
Oh, well, how do you want to do it?
I'm saying, did you want to go and then go do the 1 and 8 one on the other side too?
Oh, I guess we can do that.
Okay. All right, so
that'd be The Wiz versus Love Jones?
Yeah, hold on one second. Yes, The Wiz versus Love Jones. The Wiz was fire. The Wiz had Michael Jackson in it, correct?
Yeah.
Get on down the road.
Ease on down.
Ease on down. You know what I mean. But also, Michael.
That's a great value version of The Wiz.
But I mean, was it really a great movie though? Outside of the Michael Jackson.
The Wiz?
Yeah. Was it great?
Was The Wiz a great movie?
I don't remember it being great.
Yes, you do.
But I do remember Love Jones.
The recesses of your mind. Move over the honey buns, the ho-hos, the ding-dongs. Move all that out of your mind. Go back to the first time. The Wiz is fantastic. It is great.
It wasn't great, but I think the best part about the movie was Michael Jackson, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, but he's the lead. Like, he's in there a lot. He wasn't a cameo.
But Love Jones was lit.
He's in there a lot, bro. He's a scarecrow.
But I mean, Love Jones was fire. You had a young Lorenz Tate, a young Nia Long in their bag. The music was fire. This was around the time the neo soul really booming. A time that I feel like gets forgotten a lot of the time back in the day. So the music, I gotta go Love Jones.
You know what's funny about that? You're going Love Jones over The Wiz? Mm-hmm. Bill Bellamy. I love Bill Bellamy, but man, in that movie, woo, he was hard to like. Man, he was hard to like. I'm going with The Wiz. I thoroughly enjoy The Wiz. It's amazing. No qualms here for me. The Wiz. All right. Bottom left.
I'm writing these down so I remember, and then Love Jones.
All right.
Okay. And you kept The Wiz?
Can you put it on your phone? It makes that clicky click.
Okay, yeah, gotcha.
I kept The Wiz.
So you went with The Wiz. Okay, cool.
All right. So Menace to Society and The Best Man.
Ooh, that's tough.
I like these for different reasons. Menace to Society is one of the best hood classic movies ever. Also has Lorenz Tate in it.
Is Lorenz Tate slept on?
I feel like he's underrated. I don't feel like he's properly appreciated for how good and how versatile he is.
I mean, even his first two movies, he did two total opposites. He did Menace to Society, and then he did Inkwell. Two totally different characters.
Yeah, his one of my favorite roles from him is when he was Frankie Lyman.
I liked him as Frankie Lyman too.
Yeah. So I'm gonna take The Best Man. I just enjoy The Best Man a little more.
Really?
Yeah, I like hood classic movies, but Menace to Society is a classic. It's not one of my personal favorite hood classic movies.
Okay, hold on one second.
I recognize its legitimacy, but I don't have a lot of rewatch for Menace to Society. I watch Boys in the Hood, Paid in Full, New Jack City. If Friday's considered a hood classic, even I Got the Hookup, which I still consider a hood classic. Juice.
So I mean, but then if you're bringing rewatchability into it, I think because I don't know if Menace to Society has a ton of rewatchability to it, but it's a standalone great movie. Like it's one of the greatest hood movies.
But I think my whole approach to this is if you put these two movies in front of me right now, which one would I more likely go watch? And I would turn on The Best Man before I would watch Menace to Society.
I think I would too. I go Best Man.
Yeah. All right. So
Okay.
bottom right, Boys in the Hood or Waiting to Exhale. This is the exact opposite. I freaking love Waiting to Exhale, but Boys in the Hood was the first hood classic that I ever watched. Hood movie. I thought that more. I was young. I thought Morris Chestnut died for real.
You're an idiot.
I remember watching this somehow at my Aunt Sadie's house. She used to let me watch anything. And then he was on the Tonight Show like the next time I was at her house, and I probably turned gray. Also, I wasn't going to say this out loud.
Okay.
And I didn't know we were going to talk about this today.
Uh-oh.
Bill Duvall posted that his boy didn't realize Doughboy died in that movie. Neither did I.
How did you not know?
Was it in the post-credit scene?
Yes, he disappeared.
He
got gunned down 2 weeks later.
When I tell you, when I was a kid, I must have turned it off before that, and I never remember watching.
You went 30 years thinking that Doughboy survived.
I didn't necessarily think he survived. I just didn't know he died in the movie. I knew he didn't have a long life in the hood. Something was eventually going to happen to him. But I did not realize my man died in that movie. I was like,
Well, he didn't. Well, I guess technically he didn't die in the movie. They just said it.
They said it in the post-credit scene.
Yes. Yeah. So
I must have turned it off as soon as the people went away. I was like, beep. Every time though.
You are a nerd for that.
Another Anita Baker thing either. I was like, I'm not gonna make no video about this. So
I need you to know that Doughboy absolutely got killed. But yeah, for the same reason that you're saying, like this was actually tough though because I got a lot of love for Whitney Houston. I felt like Whitney Houston as an actress didn't get enough.
She's great. She was really great.
Do you remember her in The Bodyguard? She was great in The Bodyguard.
I never saw that.
Shut up. So, I loved Waiting to Exhale, but the influence that Boys in the Hood had on my life, you know what I'm saying? Like me saying that I was the young fat Doughboy and naming myself Doughboy, Ice Cube being one of my favorite rappers, John Singleton so Boys in the Hood.
Waiting to Exhale is really good though, man. When Angela Bassett threw that the match on the car. Amazing.
Angela Bassett was in a lot of. Angela Bassett doesn't get enough respect for what she does.
Get enough respect. She's been doing this. Tina Turner, from Tina Turner to Black Panther's mom and everything in between.
She was in Boys in the Hood.
She's in everything. She's Katherine Jackson in Jackson 5 America Dream.
Oh yeah.
Which is one of my favorite scenes. You a liar and you a cheat, and I don't want you. I don't want you. I don't want you. No.
Angela Bassett really being that bad.
We don't. I feel like we recognize her greatness, but I don't feel like the world talks about her enough. And that's it. If I were to run for president, my number one thing would be to give Angela Bassett the respect she deserves.
Angela Bassett Day.
Angela Bassett Day in America. Like, what about the economy? What about people not giving Angela Bassett enough credit? What about
She's a national treasure?
She's a national treasure. We need Angela Bassett week, a week of acknowledging her greatness, like spring break for adults. We both matter of fact, I'll make Essence Festival week will be Angela Bassett week. All the Black old people who love and respect Angela Bassett, y'all get the week off from work if you go to New Orleans.
With all of that, shouts to Angela Bassett, friend of the podcast. All right, what we on next?
All right, so now we're top mid-left. We got Harlem Nights versus Dead Presidents.
Chris Tucker showed me, this might have been one of Chris Tucker's best performances for me. That was Lorenz Tate. Lorenz Tate has been in some stuff.
Lorenz Tate gets another week. It's my other campaign tenant. Angela Bassett are not respected enough.
So Dead Presidents, Harlem Nights. But see, Harlem Nights might be one of the funniest movies ever, even though you just seen it 6 months ago.
Why you gotta bring it up, man?
Because. Give me your black card, man.
My Harlem Nights hat.
So, like I said, like if you put both of those movies in front of me, I'm taking Harlem Nights. Like, and I love Dead Presidents.
Classic, bro. Love this.
I think Dead Presidents was dope for a lot of reasons. I love the shootout scenes and the drama in it and all the stuff going on, but Harlem Nights is just
Harlem Nights. What you talking?
Shut up. All right, what you
even talking? All right, so now we got New Jack City versus Coming to America. This ain't even nothing for me. I don't have to think about this for 1 second. Coming to America, don't even at me.
But New Jack City, I'm going to pick Coming to America too, clearly. But we have to give an honorable mention to Alan Payne, who killed it in New Jack City and in Jason's Lyric.
Yeah, Jason's Lyric really helped me out through puberty. That one scene with the necklace, I was like, I like everything.
I liked it.
I like what my body's doing. I like the way I like the way you look at me. I didn't know. I don't know why my parents let me at home, but I turned on Jason's Lyric and that scene came on. I was like, I like it. Wait a minute, really still.
But New Jack City, though, New Jack City introduced us to Ice-T as an actor as well.
Gave you the worst line in movie history.
I want to shoot you so hard, it's hard. Like, whoa.
So bad. I want to shoot you so bad.
I want to shoot you so bad, I'm aroused. Why, sir?
Even at the time, I was like, whoa.
Oh, Mr. T, relax.
Pop the breath.
Then we got a Chris Rock as a crackhead in that movie.
Chris Rock? Oh, Chris Rock. Yeah. I was thinking Chris Tucker. I was like, I don't remember him being in. That's Pookie.
Remember when he called girl the prom fiend? All right, so yeah, Coming to America for sure.
He was a crackhead. He was a crackhead hard in that movie.
He got teeth and everything.
Now we got Malcolm X versus Friday.
This is a no-brainer for me. Friday, and that's all I'm gonna say. Friday. I mean, Malcolm X is cool, but the inherent problem I have is that it was entirely too long. It was 3.5 hours, bro.
I know. It needed to be long though.
No.
For you to get the whole from Detroit Red to Malcolm X, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches you and I. Get your hand out of my pocket.
In these days, I think it would have been a fire limited series on Netflix. Like 8 episodes, get it all out. I think that'd be lit. But in a movie, it was just too much. It was overload. It was long.
It was long, but it was long and good and needed to be long, as opposed to The Irishman, which was just long. Like, bro, enough. No. The movie was about Jimmy Hoffa, who doesn't enter the movie till like an hour and a half in. Like, fam,
there's just
enough. Yeah,
let me ask you this, and hopefully I won't get canceled for even asking this thought. But this is a theory that I've always had. How do you think? Now I know that Denzel bodied the Malcolm X performance, but what do you think? What do you think had Lawrence Fishburne been cast as Malcolm X? Do you think he could have carried it? I personally think he could have.
I wouldn't be surprised about that. Lawrence Fishburne's amazing. I feel like he obviously whenever you cast an actor, Will Smith said this, I think, you get a different movie. Like he was like, The Matrix might not have been as successful with me as Neo as Keanu Reeves. Like, you know that actor is playing to their strengths. If you saw Malcolm X with Lawrence Fishburne and that's all you knew, I don't know that you'd be like, man, this is, like.
I just always thought, I should just always think back in my mind, like, I think Lawrence Fishburne would have done a good job in this too.
Yeah, Lawrence can get down with the get down.
Okay, so we got our top 8. So now we are. Oh wait, no, we're not. Wait, no, we didn't even pick it. So I love the movie Malcolm X. I think it was socially responsible. I think it was dope. I think it taught us a lot. It was just entirely too long. Friday, just because of the sheer impact it had on pop culture, all the sayings. You got knocked TF out. The smoky stuff. Like it's just too many things to quote. It was.
I'm taking Friday too. No, I love Malcolm X, but against Friday, I'm taking that. All right, so now we got The Color Purple, which you just saw last week, and Boomerang. The Color Purple.
Boomerang. Side note, Color Purple. Now I didn't like trash it in the review because I didn't think it was a bad movie. It was a pretty tragic.
The Patreon people have seen slept on Color Purple with Doughboy.
Okay, but yeah, I don't know. Like it wasn't. I'm not rushing to go watch that film again.
I don't blame you.
It was pretty dark. You know, when you really think about it.
Super dark. It was
dark.
Chicken. Yes. It was the thighs and the legs.
So it was a great movie. I'm just not rushing to watch it again. Boomerang, I have a theory about. I believe that was one of the most dopest movies around, and they was like all black leads. I remember seeing an interview with Eddie Murphy. They were like, you know, why didn't you have any white people in the movie? He was just like, you know, he's got black. He was just basically saying like, why does it have to be a black movie just because it didn't have, you know, any white leads? So I felt that movie gave us a young Chris Rock, a young Martin Lawrence, and Eddie Murphy when he was at the epitome of being in his bag. So Boomerang.
Okay, I'm taking Boomerang. I mean, I'm taking Color Purple.
Really? Why?
There's so many quotables. I've seen it so many times. It's such a culturally significant movie. It has Till You Do Right.
But you enjoy it as a film, though. Because you said if they put two movies in front of you,
I would watch it before I watch Boomerang.
Really?
Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of the because I've seen it so many times, I feel like a lot of the seriousness of it isn't there as much. Like you told Harpo to beat me, it doesn't hit like the first time I saw it. It's like, oh, Miss Sophia finna go to jail, which leads me to the very end of the movie when Miss Sophia home now. When she slams the knife. Right. It's like Baby Boy. I don't see Baby Boy as a drama anymore. It's like I have so many favorite parts that I'm like when Jody smacked Yvette and then proceeded to. The first time that was like, yo, this is insane. Now it's like this is ridiculous.
This is just.
Yeah, like, you told me you was never gonna hit me, Jody. Like, Taraji's performance is so, and like Omar Gooding trying to be hard is just hilarious. You was on Wild and Crazy Kids.
Oh, bro, when you say it like that,
you think I want to be home playing Madden with my girl gone? He's not buying it, Omar. You're just a sweetheart. You're a teddy.
You didn't buy Omar in Baby Boy when he whooped the kid with the belt?
No. When Bing Rames chokes Tyrese and then smacks his head, hilarious. Hilarious.
Well, that's crazy that you say that.
Bro, I'm laughing now. I wasn't laughing early on, but now it is hilarious.
Maybe I just need to see Color Purple more because on the first view, it's like, what?
Well, the thing is, I don't think that can happen for you because I've seen The Color Purple probably like 100 times. It was on TV all the time growing up. So it's just like you grew up with it. Like Jackson 5 American Dream, like that movie was just on TV all the time.
Right.
So I don't remember if Color Purple was on TV or people just were watching it where I was. But I've seen it so many times. It's not as intense as it was early on.
I got you. Okay. Right, so now
we're on to the next round, I believe.
Yes. Yeah. So now we got to go.
Oh,
5 Heartbeats against Love Jones?
I remember mine because I can't remember yours.
Okay. I got 5 Heartbeats versus Love Jones now.
No. You got 5 Heartbeats versus Harlem Nights.
Oh, because I go on the other side. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. You go down. The one on the left side is going to meet the one on the right side.
Okay. So 5 Heartbeats versus Harlem Nights. Ooh. Harlem Nights is funny though, man. I mean, 5 Heartbeats is good, but that's 5 Heartbeats, bro. All right, I'm taking 5 Heartbeats.
I'm taking 5 Heartbeats too. I've seen him so many times. There's so many great parts. Robert Townsend is great. They're messing up my music, man. They're messing up my music. So Harlem Nights. I'm sorry, 5 Heartbeats. So now I got Color Purple versus The Best Man. I'm taking the Color Purple.
All right, hold on. You got Color Purple versus Best Man?
Yep.
How did you get to there? Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. And I got Boomerang versus Best Man as well. Okay, Boomerang versus Best Man. Okay. Boomerang versus Best Man. I'm taking Best Man.
Not a bad choice. So now I got the Wiz versus Coming to America. I'm taking
who?
The Wiz versus Coming to America. I'm taking Coming to America. Coming to America is one of my favorite movies of all time. It's Dumb and Dumber and Coming to America are two of my favorite comedies. I've literally quoted that movie. I can't even count how many times.
And I got Coming to America and Love Jones. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I love Jones, but okay.
Okay, so now I got Friday and Boys in the Hood. I'm taking Friday.
Woo.
I'm taking
Friday over.
Yeah.
They both have Ice Cube.
Both have Ice Cube. But I mean, Boys in the Hood, man. Come on, man.
Okay, so then I got Friday versus Boys in the Hood too. Okay, yeah, I'm taking Friday.
All right,
I love Boys in the Hood. So now we're down to the final four.
Yes.
So did we go, what, 5 Heartbeats, Best Man, Coming to America, Friday? Is that the brackets?
No, still the left side. So mine would be the 5 Heartbeats versus The Color Purple. And
mine would be 5 Heartbeats versus The Best Man.
Yeah.
And then mine's is coming. Okay. All right, so 5 Heartbeats and Best Man. I'm going 5 Heartbeats.
I'm going 5 Heartbeats over The Color Purple. That's really interesting. That I mean, I really like 5 Heartbeats. I don't know that I would have thought if you just gave me 16 black.
I did not think it was going to make it all the way here. And Coming to America and Friday, that is by far the hardest question I've ever heard in my life. I don't know how to get out of that. You got the same thing, right?
Yeah, Coming to America and Friday.
How do you pick that, bro?
I'm going to go with Coming to America. It's actually not really hard for me.
Over Friday?
Coming to America is a funnier movie than Friday.
Is it?
Absolutely, bro. The problem with Coming to America, the only problem is the last 15 is just like, I don't care anymore. But everything before that, I mean, the barbershop, the talent show, Sam Jackson, the Arsenio Hall making it seem like he was the rich one. Like, I mean, when you think of garbage, think of Hakeem. I mean, Joe, everything about it. Like,
Eddie was in that. He was in his character bag too.
Multiple, even small things like when he was renting the apartment and the homeless dude fell down the street. He was like, or the I think it was drunk dude, and the dude was like, "You rich dude, mother." And don't be playing that falling down the stairs. You conscious.
Bruh, was that Delroy Lindo?
Delroy Lindo. No, I think that's Faison. Something Faison.
That was one of the funniest.
He's the dude from Undercover Brother. What's his name? Get me Undercover Brother. Terrible movie, but I love it.
I have a shocker here though.
Yeah, Silk the Shocker.
That was
so delivery.
I love.
Hold on. What is it? Shy McBride? Hold on, though. I need to know what it was. That's not Shy McBride. No, it's Frankie Faison, ain't it? Hold on, though. I'm gonna go crazy if I don't figure out who this is. He was the dude in The Wire. He was the chief in The Wire. What is his name?
You sure it's not Delroy Lindo?
Definitely not Delroy Lindo, but I can see how you said that.
He favors him.
Oh my gosh.
Just look up Coming to America on IMDb.
But he gonna be way down on it.
Oh yeah.
If he's even all right, let me see. Coming to America.
Did you just Google landlord and Coming to America?
I should have done that.
I'll look it up. Hold on 1 second.
Because that scene was so small.
It's Frankie Faison.
Frankie Faison. I knew it was Faison something. I kept saying Faison Love, but I said that.
Why didn't you just Google the landlord and
I don't know why that did not click as somebody. Of course, somebody else has asked that question. Faison, but that scene, Erica
Louis Anderson. Yeah, Louis Anderson in there.
Oh my God, Louis Anderson about rising up the rank. And that's where the big bucks start rolling in. That's what I've said that line so many times.
Look, I love Coming to America, and as a film, it can do no wrong. But the overall impact that Friday had on my life, Friday is a movie I can watch. If you told me right now you only can watch one movie while you're stuck in quarantine and it's Friday, I'd be like, all right. Like, there's just not much about it I don't.
Yeah, no, I don't disagree. I
love Coming to America. That's a very difficult decision, but.
Well, Friday's no skips. There's no part of the movie of the first Friday where I'm like, all right, here comes this part. Like, even the resolution was adequately timed. I think the last part of Coming to America that I like is when he's on the train and she's like, if you're really a prince, I'll marry you. That's like the last thing, but. There's so many parts.
Let me ask you this. Are you even remotely close to being excited about Coming to America Part 2?
No.
I feel like they shouldn't have touched it, and I kind of don't want to watch it, but I will just to be
It's how I felt about Dumb and Dumber Part 2. The first one was so good, I'm just like, man, no. Leave it alone.
All right, so now we're down to the final dance, baby boy.
I got the 5 Heartbeats versus Coming to America, and you got Friday versus
5 Heartbeats. What you mean, easy? Who you pick?
The 5 Heartbeats is a dark horse at an 8 seed. It made it all the way to the national championship. It's the Wichita State of the Cinderella, the diaper dandy of the black movie battle. It wasn't supposed to be here.
I love 5 Heartbeats. Great movie, great acting, great writing, great music, great singing. But I feel like Friday is the Teflon Don of movies.
Greatest black movie ever?
It is. I would have never thought, looking at that list, I would have picked Friday. But
at a 7 seed.
7th seeded Friday.
What you have is what the movie meant to you.
Right.
And that's how movies are. Like, that Doughboy, the Doughboy part in Boys in the Hood make you start loving Ice Cube, which means when you see him in Friday, you're like, oh, I love him because now it's me, I'm Doughboy. But now Doughboy, he's Craig now, but I still know you as Doughboy. You just cut your hair. And you're the winner.
And I remember with Friday, it not being a cult classic like that right out of the gate. I remember stumbling onto it before everybody had, and I remember just watching it with zero expectations and laughing.
Really?
Than I ever had. Yeah. It wasn't like a big theatrical release and all of that.
I definitely didn't see it in theater. I definitely watched it on VCR. I remember that for sure. I mean, we were too young to go to rated R movies, and my parents was not going to let us see that. So I definitely saw it on VCR.
So I got Friday for my greatest black movie ever. What you got, man?
I got Coming to America.
Over the 5 Heartbeats?
Let me tell you why. Okay, hold on. This alone, Doughboy. This is the reason, though.
Sexual Chocolate.
And welcome him to the stage. Big round of applause for Jackson Heights' own Mr. Randy Watson. Yes, Randy Watson. This man's been my reverend since I was a little boy, and I love him dearly. You're a very special man. Reverend Brown. Reverend Brown. It feels so lovely to be here tonight. What a beautiful love. Give yourselves a round of applause. You're so lovely. While you're in the clapping mood, I'd like to give a big round of applause to my band, Sexual Chocolate. Sexual Chocolate.
Play so beautiful, don't you agree?
Play so fine, don't you agree? I believe the children are.
Thank you.
Teach them well and let them lead the way. Show them all the beauty they possess inside. Give them a sense of pride. Make it easier. Some of the good stuff, right?
Let the children reign.
Enjoy, young man. I decided long ago. Give it one shadow. If I fail, if I succeed, you can't take away my dignity. Here comes the greatest love of all inside of me. Shut the trumpet.
Dude.
The dropping of the mic,
Joe.
that makes me want to change my thing, but I'm going to stand strong with Friday, but that's a great movie.
Do you think you ever laughed as hard in Friday as you laughed in Coming to America?
No. And I've watched Coming to America over and over and laughed. Because Eddie Murphy is just...
No, when he told him he met Martin Luther King and Martin Luther King punched him in the stomach.
Bruh. And that was Eddie.
He said, well, I thought you were somebody else.
And that was Eddie with Arsenio. Side note, whatever happened to Arsenio? I always thought Arsenio had so much promise.
Joe, Arsenio... Hold on.
What is the urban legend about Arsenio? I need more answers. There must be an urban legend about
Why
this.
do you always think there's an urban legend?
I felt like he was poised for greatness.
Hey, speaking of Arsenio, the funniest thing in Harlem Nights.
Oh, my God.
Oh, sorry. Josh, fix that.
Get it.
Quick!
One of my boys in back of the head. What happened to my brother, quick? Yo, man, I don't know what you're talking about. That's bullshit, man. What I'm talking about. You broke my nose, man. Oh, really? Only way you're going home is
Bruh. Yo.
Yo, he got so mad at him, bro.
He his hat off.
Slapped him with his hat. Don't shoot it no more. Bro, me and Melissa.
Why he pull up and say, quick? Yo, Arsenio is hilarious, bro. Shout out Arsenio.
Man, you know what? So, is there any better comedic actor than Eddie Murphy?
You know?
I'll tell you what hurts him. I think what hurts him is he had so many bad movies. Like when he was getting cashed out, like Meet Dave
But he had more.
Pluto Nash. But whose resume holds up to Eddie Murphy's with comedies?
On the funny, like movie,
Funny.
he might be the greatest.
I can't think of anybody who's made more funny. And bro, even his voice work in Shrek, in Mulan, Bro, he was so funny as Donkey. Come on, bro.
Donkey.
Bro,
PJs. You forget about the PJs.
I didn't. I love the PJs. I feel like the PJs is slept on. People do not talk about it as much, but the PJs, the projects. I watched every episode of the PJs.
Nutty Professor.
Nutty Professor as
Beverly Hills Cop, 48 Hours. Boomer. No, there is no Life.
Life.
Dolomite.
Life. Dolomite wasn't a comedy like that. Even though the funny line me and Doe always say to each other is when they was making the movie, they was running out of money. He was paying for everything. How you order extra side of collard greens at a time like this? It was so authentic. Bro, Jimmy Early, he wasn't even trying to be funny as Jimmy Early. Right. But his role in Jimmy Early, I still think he should have won an Oscar for that.
And there's something about when you see him in any of his work, it all seems so effortless.
It seems like he's just what? He's like what Teddy Ray could be in movies. Like he never seems like he's trying to be funny. He just is funny. Even his Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee episode. Right. Bro, when he said that joke about homeless people, do you think homeless people get mad at people who go camping? Like, oh, y'all think this is a game? We really about this. Like, I thought that was so fun. I'm actually really looking forward to his stand-up special. I think he's gonna have.
This was supposed to be the year that it happened, and then Rona happened.
That big Rona. I'm looking forward to it, man, because he's been super funny my whole entire life.
Always. And so I couldn't with him. There's nobody you can even put in the same conversation. And he's been doing it.
Will Ferrell?
He's been doing it since the 70s. That's the thing that people don't get. He was on Saturday Night Live in the 70s. Like, bro, we're in
the 80s.
No, that was like the late 70s.
No, I think it was the early 80s.
Oh, look it up.
I'm looking it up. I'm pretty
sure. He dropped Delirious in 82.
And I think Saturday Night Live was after that.
No, it was before that.
No. Let's see.
It was before that.
First movie is I'm gonna tell you. His first IMDb credit. This must be film. His first IMDb credit on IMDb is 48 Hours in 1982.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see.
Oh, so he wasn't in there in the 70s.
Where's Saturday Night Live though? I'm not seeing it. I'm pretty sure he wasn't in Saturday Night Live in the 70s. I'm pretty sure it was the 80s. But I don't see Raw. Hold on. Eddie Murphy.
Hold on, let's see.
Eddie Murphy, when were you in? Call him, though.
1981. They say 81. 81.
Told you.
Okay, I was off by 2 years. Shut up.
You were born in the 70s, so you wanted to claim him.
I was born in 79, but that's crazy. He's been dominant like that for so many years.
Did he have a good movie in the 2010s, though?
He ain't had a good funny movie in a minute.
Hold up. What do you think the last funny movie he did was?
Some people like Norbit. I didn't.
Did you see Mr. Church?
No.
Nah, he didn't have none in the 2010s.
What was his last funny movie?
The last funny one that I've seen was Norbit.
That wasn't funny.
No, that's a funny part. He asked her, did you have bottoms on? That was funny to me. You have bottoms on?
What was the last unequivocally good Eddie Murphy movie? That was funny.
Are you counting Shrek 2?
No, that I want to see his face in, like that he was in.
Ooh. So that
1,000 Words wasn't that fire.
Which one?
1,000 Words.
Nah. You know Brian Robbins directed that. He's the one who put Jay-Z and Jojo Austin in. Dr. Dolittle. Dr. Dolittle 2? I don't remember that. It's great. Shrek was in 2001. Nutty Professor 2. I like Nutty Professor 2. If you call unequivocally funny, nobody will dispute. Probably Nutty Professor in 1996. Or Dr. Dolittle in 1998. Actually, no, this is it. Life, 1999.
So 99. So from 81 to 99.
Bowfinger. Did you love Bowfinger? All right, me neither. 1999. I liked it, but it wasn't. I wouldn't say.
We had a hot 20 years.
It's been 20 years, but
That
the 20 before that, 80 to 99.
80 to 99, he was the GOAT.
Which is a long time.
Right.
To do stand-up TV and movies. Nobody's done it like that.
Right. So shout out to him, man. Friend of the podcast. All right, man. This has been another
on this podcast, and we're gonna look back at the days when we used to just say that, and get on here, and then we're gonna be like, man, we for real.
We out here, man. This has been a great episode, man. Thank you for the game that you gave me. I'm posting a video today.
My own voice, do your thing, bro. Don't give up.
I won't, man. I'm gonna keep it going. Shout out to the Right Pack. Shout out to everybody that's been watching. Like the video, share the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. I have been Doughboy.
I've been Captain Fredericks.
Peace.